take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Trojans will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Perez. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. Offense working from the pistol. Looking for room. It's Love. At the 35, he's got room. Flying down the right side. The 20. Space and turn on the Jets.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The short hands. It's Lane. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Trojans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Pulls it in, it's Strachan. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game, the explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Under fire. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life.
Turning it on! The 40. Past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. He lobs one high down the left side. He makes a grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Trojans will try to punch it in on first and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Wants to go up top. Looking for room, and he's not going to get there. The defense comes up with a huge stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
There he goes. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mayava. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today about it.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Lemon. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's
looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. On the run, it's Bond. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Knute Rockne, Ara Parseghian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Looking down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Direct snap. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. If you like offense, this second quarter is probably going to be a game for you. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Carr. Pressure coming. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet,
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
and in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Got his man downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Handoff to the lone back. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get...
Oh, he's got some space. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Irish. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's Lemon. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl run.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Throwing right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Lemon.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Motion from the wideout. Off play action on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game.
There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Love. Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Here's the handoff. Got room to work. Lots of running room. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air. It's Mayava. Shoots it to the left. That's caught. It's Lemon. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lemon. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Lets it fly deep downfield. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. quarterback snap. It's Love. Got a little space. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. There he goes. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Lemon. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And here he comes out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. Just weren't able to come down with that.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and down down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Run in the red zone, it's live. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aaron! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. To the air, it's Mayama. Here's the pressure. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Makes the grab. It's Lemon. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. There he goes. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
To throw again. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the third down and goal.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Touchdown, Trojans! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Here come the Irish back on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The throw. Fires to the tight end. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Carr. Zings it complete to the right. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Love. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that Jewel Shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype, does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What a game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go, and they have looked good. And I think the Jewel Shillelagh might be making a trip to South Bend.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Finding an escape route. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. He'll pull it down and run. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And this QB is really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Got him downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Trojans are on the move. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lemon.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO...
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, USC. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
They've got it to a 2-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the 3rd quarter. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barres. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll ride the hot hand. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets out.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0. Oh, and the extra point is blocked.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
He takes it all the way back for the 2.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Tosses it incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Trojans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On third down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's Price. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Leaves it with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Now they'll run the draw. Fighting off the defender. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Touchdown, Irish! And the route is on. They extend this fourth-quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way.